Picture a desolate, wind-swept rock, a place where the land meets the sea in a harsh embrace. Jutting out of the turbulent Atlantic, this rock stands as a sentinel against the relentless waves. The sky above churns with heavy clouds, a portent of the approaching storm, casting an ominous shadow over the landscape. Waves crash against the island's jagged cliffs with unyielding force, their fury echoing across the empty landscape, a symphony of nature's raw power. This is Eilean Mor, the largest of the remote Flannan Isles, a lonely outpost in the vast expanse of the sea where isolation is a constant companion. On this unforgiving December day in 1900, the island stands as a testament to nature's raw power, a place where the elements reign supreme. The air is thick with salt spray, carried by the fierce winds and the cries of seabirds, their calls a haunting melody in the storm. The only man-made structure on the island, a solitary lighthouse, stands defiant against the elements, its presence a beacon of human resilience. Its beam, a beacon of hope for mariners, cuts through the gathering darkness, a guiding light in the midst of chaos, offering a glimmer of safety in the storm. Within the lighthouse, the keeper's logbook tells tales of the relentless weather, the isolation, and the constant battle against the elements. The lighthouse keeper, a solitary figure, stands watch, his eyes scanning the horizon, ever vigilant, ever ready. Inside, the lighthouse is a sanctuary filled with the tools of the trade, old lanterns and maritime equipment, each piece with its own story. As night falls, the storm intensifies, the waves illuminated by the lighthouse beam, a stark contrast to the dark and turbulent ocean, by the flickering candlelight. The keeper writes in his logbook, documenting the storm, a record of the night's events for future generations. The lighthouse beam continues its sweep across the sea, a steadfast guardian in the storm, its light a symbol of hope and endurance. As dawn breaks, the storm begins to subside, the first light of day bringing a sense of calm, a reminder that even the fiercest storms pass. The lighthouse stands tall in the morning light, a testament to resilience, its beam now a gentle guide in the peaceful aftermath of the storm. Inside the lighthouse, 3 men huddle around a crackling fire. They are the keepers of the Eilean Mor Light, entrusted with guiding ships safely through these treacherous waters. James Ducat, the seasoned veteran, leads the small team. His weathered face and calloused hands speak of years spent battling the elements. Thomas Marshall, the assistant keeper, is a man of quiet strength and unwavering dedication. His gaze, often lost in the distance, reflects a deep respect for the unforgiving sea. The youngest of the trio, Donald MacArthur, is a strong and capable young man, eager to prove himself in this lonely and demanding profession. The Flannan Isles, a scattering of rocky outcrops off the coast of Scotland, have long been shrouded in folklore and superstition. Legend speaks of shipwrecks, phantom lights, and ancient curses. The islanders whisper of the island's eerie silence, broken only by the mournful cries of gulls and the crashing waves. Despite their forbidding reputation, the islands possess a stark beauty. Sheer cliffs rise dramatically from the churning sea, their jagged edges sculpted by centuries of relentless wind and waves. Seabirds nest in the crevices, their calls a constant reminder of the island's isolation. The days leading up to Christmas pass uneventfully for the keepers of Eilean Mor. They tend to their duties with quiet efficiency, their lives governed by the rhythm of the sea and the turning of the light. But as December deepens, a sense of unease settles over the island. The wind howls with unusual ferocity and the waves crash against the rocks with a vengeance. On December 15th, the storm reaches its peak. The lighthouse trembles under the onslaught, the wind screaming through the rigging like a banshee. Inside, the keepers huddle together, their faces etched with concern. The last log entry reads simply, "Storm ended, sea calm, God is over all." Section 5. The disquieting silence. Christmas passes and the storm subsides. But an unsettling silence has descended upon Eilean Mor. The lighthouse, usually a beacon of reliability, stands dark. On the mainland, concern grows for the keeper's welfare. The relief ship, due to arrive on December 20th, is delayed by rough seas. Finally, on December 26th, the relief ship Hesperus makes its way through the choppy waters towards the island. As the ship draws closer, The crew is met with an eerie silence. There is no sign of life on the island, no smoke from the chimney, no flag flying from the mast. Section 6, a mystery unravels, the investigation. Joseph Moore, the relief keeper, is the first to set foot on the island. He arrives with a sense of duty, but also with an underlying sense of unease, knowing that something is amiss. He finds the lighthouse gate unlocked, the door ajar. This is highly unusual, as the keepers are known for their strict adherence to protocol. Inside, the clock has stopped, a half-eaten meal sits on the table, and 2 oilskins are missing. The scene is eerily frozen in time, as if the keepers had left in a hurry. But the keepers are nowhere to be found. The living quarters are deserted, and there is no sign of a struggle or any immediate danger. A sense of dread washes over Moore as he realizes the gravity of the situation. The isolation of the island only amplifies his fear, making the silence almost deafening. The official investigation, led by Robert Muirhead, the superintendent of the Northern Lighthouse Board, is launched. Muirhead is a seasoned investigator, known for his meticulous attention to detail. The investigation reveals several unsettling details. The logbook entries from the days leading up to the disappearance are particularly disturbing, mentioning severe storms and strange behavior among the keepers. The west landing, normally used for access during rough weather, shows signs of significant damage. The violent storms that had been raging in the area seem to have taken a toll on the structure. Ropes from a supply crane are found scattered about, suggesting a desperate struggle against the elements. The scene paints a picture of a frantic attempt to secure the lighthouse against the storm. The logbook entries add another layer to the mystery. They describe how the keepers were increasingly anxious, noting unusual phenomena and expressing fears about the relentless weather. Despite the harsh conditions, the lighthouse beacon continued to function, its light piercing through the stormy night. This raises questions about the final moments of the keepers and what might have driven them to leave their post. As the investigation deepens, theories begin to emerge. Some suggest that the men were swept away by a rogue wave, while others believe there might have been a more sinister force at play. To this day, the disappearance of the Eilean Mor Lighthouse keepers remains one of the most enduring maritime mysteries. A memorial stands in their honor, a silent tribute to the men who vanished without a trace. Section 7. Whispers in the Wind, Theories and Speculations. The disappearance of the Eilean Mor Lighthouse keepers sparks a firestorm of speculation. Theories abound, ranging from the plausible to the outlandish. Some believe a rogue wave, a towering wall of water, swept the men away without warning. Others whisper of foul play, of a fight amongst the keepers that turned deadly. Still others point to the island's eerie reputation, suggesting supernatural forces at work. Could the keepers have fallen victim to the same ancient curse that claimed so many lives before them? Or were they abducted by a passing ship, the disappearance orchestrated to appear accidental? Section 8. Eilean Mòr's Enduring Grip. Over a century later, the mystery of the vanished lighthouse keepers continues to fascinate and intrigue. The story of Eilean Mòr is not just a tale of disappearance. It is a narrative that has woven itself into the fabric of maritime lore. The 3 keepers, James Ducat, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur, vanished without a trace in December 1900, leaving behind a series of puzzling clues that have baffled investigators and storytellers alike. The Eilean Mor Lighthouse, automated in 1971, stands as a silent sentinel, a constant reminder of the tragedy that unfolded on that desolate rock. The automation marked the end of an era, but the lighthouse itself remains a steadfast guardian, its light piercing through the fog and darkness, a beacon of both safety and mystery. The island itself remains a place of pilgrimage for those drawn to the unexplained, its eerie silence a constant echo of the unanswered questions. Visitors often report a sense of unease, as if the island itself holds on to the secrets of that fateful night. The ruins of the keepers' quarters stand as a somber monument to the men who once lived and worked there, their presence still felt in the whispers of the wind. The mystery has spawned countless books, documentaries and films, each attempting to shed light on the keepers' fate. Authors and filmmakers are drawn to the story, captivated by the enigma and the human element at its core. Theories range from the plausible to the fantastical, but none have definitively solved the puzzle. The allure of Eilean Mor lies in its ability to inspire the imagination, to make us ponder the unknown. Yet despite the passage of time and the efforts of investigators, the truth remains elusive, shrouded in the mists of time and the crashing waves of the Atlantic. The island and its lighthouse continue to stand as a testament to the enduring power of mystery. As the waves relentlessly pound the rocky shores and the fog rolls in, the story of Eilean Mor remains a haunting reminder of the unknown, a chapter in history that refuses to be closed. Section 9. An enigma for the ages. The disappearance of the Eilean Mor lighthouse keepers stands as a stark reminder of the power of the sea and the fragility of human life. It is a story that speaks to our deepest fears of isolation, of the unknown, of the unforgiving nature of the natural world. Did the keepers meet their end in a desperate struggle against the elements? Or did something more sinister transpire on that lonely island? The answer, lost to the winds and the waves, remains a tantalizing enigma, a mystery for the ages.